this video, we're going to talk about the voice channel. The first step to logging into the voice channel is to verify the microsip is connected and running in the background. You will need to have that available to connect to the voice channel. The microsip looks like a keypad, and you'll be able to check the status of your microsip by looking in the left-hand corner. If it shows online in green, that means you are connected to your extension, which is visible to you on the bottom right-hand corner. You will need to use that extension to log into the voice channel. To log into the voice channel, you simply click offline. You'll be prompted to enter that extension number, and then you'll click log in. Once connected to the microsip and logged into the channel, you can just minimize the microsip and it will still continue to run in the background. Now that you're logged into the voice channel, you'll see a pop-up window that displays outbound campaigns and inbound queues available to you. You must be logged into one campaign to make outbound calls, and you can log into all or just a few of the queues available and click select. Please note you can always change these parameters by clicking in the outbound cloud. It will pull that pop-up back up and you can choose a new campaign or adjust the queues. Once you're logged in, you'll have access to existing scripts, external scripts, the search tool, callbacks that you have pending, and any voicemails that have been left for you on the system. On the top left, you have different notifications. The number next to callback in blue indicates the number of callbacks that you have pending. You can also have an incomplete logging notification, which will display here in red. The incomplete login happens when you finish a call without entering an outcome for that interaction. If you have a callback scheduled, you just need to click on it, and from there you can either initiate the call, edit or reschedule that call back, or click on discard, which will allow you to provide an outcome for that callback. If you want to make an outbound call, you will use the phone icon. If you don't initiate a manual call, you will be put back into the queues and will immediately start receiving calls, either from an inbound queue or because the dialer is automatically sending you outbound calls, depending on how your system is configured. Please note that the ready symbol at the top indicates you're ready to receive calls and the time that you have been in that ready status. To make a call, click on the phone icon and enter the number that you wish to call and hit enter. Once you type in the phone number, click enter, and you will notice the ready symbol will change to manual preview. This status will give you time to review the history of the lead, if there have been any previous calls or interactions. If there is a script associated, an external script, you will also be able to check for similar contact and any interactions related to it. You will have access to callbacks that are pending for the contact, as well as voicemails, and if there have been any tickets related to this number, they will be shown here as well. On the left, you have the contact information coming from the database. You'll see the first and last name and their phone number. You can modify that information if you have the permissions to do so. In the green section at the top of your page, you have information coming from the system as well. You can see the campaign, the database, the template name, the call type if it was manual or dialer, the origin, the last call type, the last call date, the phone number of the contact, the contact's ID, the DDI, and the DDI description if available. To make the call, all you need to do is click on the blue rectangle. If you need to edit the phone number, you can do so by clicking the pencil next to the number, and you can update the number. Click the check mark to re-engage the phone number. To dial, press the blue rectangle, and you will see that the ready status has now changed to ringing. That lets you know that the client is being called. When they pick up, you will see that the ringing has now changed to talking, and that indicates that you are connected with the customer. From an active call, you have a couple of options. The small keypad, you have the option to transfer call, place a call on hold by clicking the microphone, adjust the call volume by clicking the speakerphone, or disconnect the call by pressing the power button. Please note that during the call, you will have access to outcomes, history, scripts, the search tool, callbacks, voicemails, and the ticket list. You also will have the opportunity to reload the last script, launch a new script, or validate the current script. To transfer a call to another destination, You'll click on transfer. Here you can either start a three-way conference or just transfer the call. We can transfer to an extension, an existing queue, to a remote phone number, or to an IVR. If I want to send it to a remote phone, I just need to click the phone here and enter the number that I wish to send it to, and that will show up as my destination. If I want to initiate a three-way conference call, I can do so by clicking the three-way conference call. If I choose to transfer this call to a queue, I hit cancel here, and I'm going to select the queue, and then I'm going to select the sound waves in the corner and choose the previously configured queue that I want to transfer that call to. Once I've decided to transfer a call, I can decide if I want to do an assisted transfer, which means I stay in the call and participate, or if I want to do a blind transfer, which means that I won't be part of the transferred call and my interaction will be finished. If I do choose a blind transfer, I will need to provide an outcome for the call. So let's imagine that I've finished the call. I'm going to click end call here. And I'm going to be prompted to enter an outcome. You can see at the top of my screen, auto wrap up. That means there's a predetermined amount of time that I have to enter an outcome for this call. So if I wanted to schedule a call back for another agent, I would hit call again later. I'm going to select call, test call, and then I'm going to choose a callback date. I can choose global, which means that this callback will be available to anyone logged into this campaign, or I can choose personal, which means I can schedule this callback for another user on the system. This is handy if the client was dealing with a specific agent and they want to be connected with them directly. To schedule that callback, I just go ahead and hit submit, and that has completed my interaction. Once I've completed my day and I'm ready to log out of the platform, I simply click on online underneath the voice, choose log out, and I'm logged out of the voice channel.